Hi, this is a video on how to protect your drawings from smudging using what we refer to as spray fixative. I have this can of brand Krylon, and it's a workable fixative, meaning that it allows you to kind of continue to draw on top of your fragile material after you, like if you use charcoal or pastel. Spray with a workable fixative, let it dry, and you can continue to add more material on top of that and continue to work the drawing. Some are more permanent, so if you're completely done, you're not going to do any more work on your drawing and you just want to protect it from smudging, use the permanent fixative. You also want to look at the sheen, if it has a satin or matte designation. Select your spray fixative accordingly. I have a charcoal drawing here, very, very fragile, and I just want to keep it from smudging in the future, so I'm going to use this fixative. Now, when you spray, well-ventilated area and outdoors, beautiful day. I have a fence here, which is a great place to just pin a drawing. I don't have to be concerned about overspray hitting my fence. Well ventilation, this is toxic fumes. You do not want to breathe it into your lungs. So even though I'm outdoors and it's well ventilated, I'm still going to protect my lungs with a mask. Okay. If you've sprayed paint before out of a can, the similar rules apply. You just don't want to hold your can on any one spot for too long as you're spraying, because it'll turn into kind of a liquid that'll drip in that one spot, and that'll create runs, and that's worst case scenario. So that's the last thing you'd want to do. So keep the can moving. Always kind of move the can as you spray, in continuous, either left to right. When I do multiple coats, I usually vary the direction. Maybe go horizontal with the first coat, back and forth like this, work my way down. The next coat, after it dries, which takes about 15 minutes between coats, maybe vertical strokes. Now, also, if there's an area in my drawing that there's much more charcoal, I'll focus a little more time and spray on that area, less time on areas where there might be very little, if any, charcoal, because it just doesn't need that much protection there. So shake the can vigorously, and I'll do one coat to illustrate how this is done. Keep the can always about 6 to 12 inches away, right? Because again, too close, it'll build up and drip. So keep it at a distance, 6 to 12 inches, keep it moving. So here we go. Test it, always spray off to the side. Don't first test directly on your drawing, because some cans are defective and you might have a nozzle and it just squirts, and you don't want that to happen. So always just make sure the spray's working correctly, then start there we go. One continuous back and forth, always moving, 6 to 12 inches away application. Ooh, that's pretty fumey. Again, let it dry. Beautiful day today. Also the temperature, right? Probably the can will tell you what not to kind of use this below maybe 50 degrees, not above 85 or something like that. So stay within that range. And it's maybe 70 degrees outside right now. So perfect temperature for doing this, and it'll dry really quickly. So I'll come back in 10 minutes, do another coat, maybe moving vertically. And that probably would be sufficient for this, but you could probably do 3-4 coats depending on how fixed you want to get your dry material. But definitely worth doing. Protect your drawings. The last thing you want to do is kind of like accidentally kind of smudge an area of a drawing that you work so hard to create. So I hope you enjoyed the spray fix video today, and go out there and protect your drawings.